Hello everyone, welcome back to the online classes by Conur Institutions. I will remind you what we taught in last class. In last class, we were discussing about the colligative properties. So what is the meaning of the colligative properties? The properties of the dilute solutions which depends only on the number of solute particles, not the nature of solute particles. Irrespective of the solute particle, it depends on how much of solute is added to the solvent. And there are four colligative properties are there. One is a relative lowering vapor pressure, we were discussing in the last class. So in case of relative lowering vapor pressure of the non-volatile solute is equal to the mole fraction of the solute, that is a P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to X2. So using that we were calculated the determination of molecular weight of solute from the relative lowering vapor pressure. In today's class, we will discuss about the next colligative property, that is the elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point is denoted by the delta TB. So now we will discuss about the elevation of the boiling point. So elevation in the sense increase in boiling point. Increase in boiling point of what? The boiling point of a solution will be increases because of the non-volatile solute is dissolved in a solvent. So that point you have to remember. Here the solute we had taken, so we already know that the solvent is taken in a closed vessel. When evaporation taking place, some of the vapor molecules are collected over the solvent. So those vapor molecules are exert a pressure on surface of the liquid. That pressure is denoted by the P1 naught, means this is the pure volatile solvent, hence we have to denote the naught here. So when we add the non-volatile solute to the pure solvent, vapor pressure is decreases because of the non-volatile solute. Only some solvent particles will evaporate to form a less number of vapor molecules. Those less number of vapor molecules will exert a less pressure on the liquid surface. That pressure is denoted by the P1. Here the total vapor pressure of the solution is less than the pure solvent. Now I will write that when non-volatile solute is dissolved in pure solvent, vapor pressure decreases. That is, vapor pressure of solution always less than vapor pressure of pure solvent. Always less than the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So here the pure solvent is there, we are expecting more vapor pressure. So example, you can take the 0.8 vapor pressure will be there in pure solvent. Here because of the addition of non-volatile solute, the total vapor pressure will be less than the pure solvent. Say example, I will take the vapor pressure of the solution will be less than the pure solvent, that is a 0.6. So now elevation in the boiling point means increase in boiling point. So we have to know the meaning of the boiling point first. What is the meaning of the boiling point? Boiling point means what? The temperature at which vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So that temperature is known as a boiling point. So how to define the boiling point? So boiling point is what? The temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. So that temperature is known as a boiling point. It means what? When the vapor pressure of the liquid equal to the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is 1 atmosphere will be there. So when this vapor pressure equals to the atmospheric pressure, in such conditions solution starts boiling. Now it is not equal to the 1 atmospheric pressure. It means if you want to boil the liquid, we have to give the heat or temperature to the solvent. If we give the temperature to the solvent, now we are giving a temperature to the solvent. When, so if we giving a temperature, evaporation is increases, again vapor molecules are increases, vapor pressure is also increases. When we increase the temperature, 0.8 become 0.9, then it will become to the 1 atmospheric pressure. At that temperature, solution starts boil. The temperature is the boiling point of that solution. Say example, you can take the, we will heat the 40 degrees Celsius, you can take example. If we heat the 40 degrees Celsius, in such condition, the vapor pressure of liquid equal to the 1 atmospheric pressure. That temperature will denoted by the 40 degree example. Coming to the point solutions. Here the vapor pressure is less than pure solvent. So vapor pressure is example we have taken a 0.6. So now atmospheric pressure is 1 atm. So when we added the non-volatile solute, vapor pressure of the solution is less. Hence we have to give the more temperature to make the vapor pressure of solution equal to the 1 atmospheric pressure, because vapor pressure is lesser. If we heat this liquid, so 0.6 will become 0.7, then 0.8, then 0.9. Later it will become to the 1 atm, that is 1 atmospheric pressure. At that condition, solution starts boil. It means we have to give the more temperature to make the vapor pressure of the solution equal to the 1 atmospheric pressure. Say we can take the example like, so we have to give the more than this, that is a 50 degrees Celsius. More than this if we give means that solution will starts boil. Say this is the temperature of what it is, TB. So this is a pure solvent, hence we have to write the T naught B. Here we can write the solution temperature, that is TB. Hope you all understand this one. This temperature is denoted by the T naught B. This temperature is denoted by the TB. So difference between the boiling point of the solution and that of the pure solvent is will give the elevation in the boiling point. What it is? So that is the difference between boiling point of solution and boiling point of solvent. Is called as elevation in boiling point. Elevation in boiling point. The change in temperature, that is change delta T. Delta TB is the elevation in boiling point. How to define this one? The difference between the boiling point of solution, higher temperature, minus and boiling point of solvent is known as elevation in boiling point. Boiling point of solution is increases because of the non-volatile solute. This is the meaning here. So now we can write this one. Delta TB is equal to, how to write? Delta TB is equal to highest boiling point minus lowest boiling point. That is TB minus T naught B. Difference between the boiling point of solution and that of the boiling point of pure solvent. So we have to remember here one more point regarding this one. Hope you all understand the elevation of the boiling point, increase in boiling point. So now delta TB is directly proportional to the molality. Delta TB is directly proportional to the molality. As we already know the meaning of molality. Molality means what? The number of moles of solute dissolved in per kg of a solvent. Number of moles of solute dissolved in per kg of solvent. That is the delta TB is equal to, if you remove the proportional sign, one constant will come, that is Kb into molality. Kb is called as ebuloscopic constant. Ebuloscopic constant. Kb is called as ebuloscopic constant or the boiling point of elevation constant. So now delta Tb, Kb is equal to what? Delta Tb divided by molality. What is the unit of Kb here? Unit of Kb is equal to delta Tb, nothing but what? Elevation of the boiling point. So that is a temperature measured in Kelvin, that is capital K. Delta Tb is Kelvin, divided by molality is equal to weight of the solute divided by kg, dissolved in per kg of a solvent. So now we can write this one. Kelvin kg per mole. This is the unit for the Kb. Important for one mass question, you have to remember the Kb unit is Kelvin kg per mole. So that is delta Tb divided by m, means delta Tb is change in temperature, that is denoted by the capital K, that is a Kelvin. Molality means the number of moles of solute divided by kg, that is W by kg. So it is in terms of what? Mole. Moles divided by kg, that is Kelvin kg per mole. So now when the molality is equal to 1, in such cases delta Tb is equal to Kb. When it will become Kb is equal to delta Tb, Kb is equal to delta Tb when molality is 1. How to define the ebuloscopic constant or boiling point of elevation constant Kb when the delta Tb nothing but what? Elevation of boiling point or elevation in boiling point. Elevation of or in boiling point when molality of the solution is unity, that is called as a ebuloscopic constant. Kb definition what it is? The elevation in boiling point when molality of solution equal to unity or 1. In such cases Kb is equal to delta Tb. This is the meaning of ebuloscopic constant. Yes, so elevation of boiling point, hope you all understand this one. It means what? Increasing boiling point of a solution because of the non-volatile solute present in the solvent. That is the meaning. Because of the non-volatile solute, we have to heat we have to give the more temperature to the solution to make the vapor pressure of solution equal to the atmospheric pressure. So for that reason, boiling point of solution is increases compared to the boiling point of a pure solvent. So now determination of molecular weight of solute using elevation of the boiling point. So what it is? Determination of molecular weight or molar mass, molecular weight of solute from elevation of boiling point, Yes. How to calculate the molecular weight of a solute using a elevation of the boiling point, as we already discussed that. So that is elevation in the boiling point is denoted by delta Tb, change in temperature, is directly proportional to the molality of the solution. Small m means molality of the solution. So now delta Tb is equal to Kb into small m, that is a molality. Kb is the ebuloscopic constant or the boiling point of elevation constant. Delta Tb is elevation in the boiling point. M is the molality of the solution. So now M is molality. How to define the molality? Molality is equal to what? Number of moles of solute dissolved in per kg of a solvent. So that is number of moles of solute denoted by N2 divided by weight dissolved in kg. If you convert into gram means that is the W1 divided by 1000. So now M is equal to, we have to fill in the equation, delta Tb into Kb. M is equal to N2 divided by weight divided by 1000. N2 nothing but what? Number of moles of solute. How to calculate the number of moles of solute? Number of moles of solute is equal to given weight, 2 refers to the solute, divided by molar mass of solute, W2 divided by M2. So now it is N2 is equal to W2 divided by M2 into W1. This goes to the numerator into 1000. So now determination of molecular weight of solute, that is M2 means molecular weight of solute. M2 is equal to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by delta Tb into W1. This is a formula to calculate the molecular mass or molar mass of solute using the elevation of the boiling point. M2 nothing but molar mass of solute. Kb is the ebuloscopic constant. W2 is the weight of a solute. Delta Tb is the elevation in the boiling point. Wn is the weight of a solvent. So this is the formula to calculate the molar mass of solute. Now I will write this one. M2 is equal to molar mass of solute. Next one, Kb is ebuloscopic constant. Next one, W2 is weight of solute, and delta Tb is elevation of boiling point, and W1 is weight of solvent. So remember this formula. This is used in the numerical to calculate the molar mass or molecular mass of a solute. So now we will discuss about the graph between the vapor pressure versus temperature. What will happen in the elevation of the boiling point through graph. That is what? Vapor pressure versus temperature. I will draw the graph here. Important it is. So now one axis. This is the temperature. And this is the vapor pressure. Here it is atmospheric pressure is 1 atm, 1 atmospheric pressure. So now if you have taken a solvent having pure solvent having only solvent particle, hence we are getting a more vapor pressure, less boiling point. So when the vapor pressure of the solvent is increased, temperature is increases means vapor pressure is also increases. So that is when it reaches to the 1 atmospheric pressure, the solution starts boil. That temperature is denoted by T naught B. Pure solvent is denoted by the naught. Next one, solvent it is. Now we can, when we add the solute, non-volatile solute to the solvent, vapor pressure is decreases. That can be if temperature is increases means vapor pressure is also increases. When it reaches to the 1 atm pressure, the solution starts boil. that temperature is denoted by the TB. Difference between the TB minus T0 D will give the what? Elevation in the boiling point, that is a delta TB. This is a graph between the vapor pressure versus temperature in case of elevation of a boiling point. This is a second colligative property. We have to remember the some more points regarding the elevation of the boiling point. Yes, sir. First point you have to remember, Kb value depends upon the nature of the solvent. Kb value is depends on the nature of the solvent. So value of Kb is different for the different solvents. Example, Kb for the H2 is constant, it is 0.52 Kelvin. Kb for the benzene is 2.53 Kelvin. Kb for the ethyl alcohol is 1.22 Kelvin. You have to remember the sum Kb value for different examples. Now, one more point you can remember, equimolar amounts of different solutes when dissolved in the same amount of solvent will produce the same elevation of boiling point. What it means? So equimole, if the same number of moles of different solutes, if you dissolved in the same amount of a solvent, the elevation of boiling point in all the cases will be equal. Say example, you can take the any solutes, you can take different solutes. Example, 6 gram of urea we can take, 6 gram of urea having a 0.1 mole. 6 gram of urea having a 0.1 mole. You can take the one more example, 18 gram of glucose you can take. This is another solute, 18 gram of glucose having the same equimolar, that is a 0.1 mole. And you can take the one more, that is sucrose you can take, 34.2 gram of sucrose having a 0.1 mole. These three solutes, 6 gram of urea having a 0.1 mole, 18 gram of glucose having a 0.1 mole, 34.2 gram of sucrose 0.1 mole. We have to concentrate on the 0.1 mole, 0.1 mole, 0.1 mole. What it tells that equimolar amount of different solutes, 0.1 mole, 0.1 mole, 0.1. When dissolved in the same amount of a solvent, these three solutes have a same elevation in boiling point or elevation of the boiling point. If you dissolve in the solvent, we will get the same elevation of the boiling point. You have to remember the one more point regarding the elevation of the boiling point. And one more is, for same molarity of different solutions, if your solutions having the same molarity in different solution, greater the number of particles of the solute in the given solution, higher will be the boiling point of the solution. If the different solution having a same molarity, in such condition which solution having a more number of solute particles, that is having a higher boiling point. That is the meaning here. So you can take the example regarding this one, having a same molarity, 0.2 molarity of urea you can take, and 0.2 molarity of KNO3, one more solute, and 0.2 molarity of aluminium nitrate. These are the three solutes having the same molarity, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. What it tells that same molarity of different solutions. This is one solution, this is another solution, this is another solution. Of different solution, the greater the number of particles of the solute, where the number of particles will be there, that solution having a higher temperature. Urea is undissociated, it is undissociated. And coming to the point KNO3, it will dissociate as K plus and NO3 minus. Total number of ions are, number of moles is 2. 2 ions will be there, or 2 moles of ions. In case of Al, NO3 ties, Al plus 3 plus NO3 minus. Now how many Al? 1 Al, Al2 NO3 twice, 2 Al plus 3 NO3 minus 1. Total number of ions are 3 plus 2. Total number of ions are 5 ions or 5 moles of ions. Among these three, number of solute particles are more in aluminum nitrate. It means colligative property depends upon the number of solute particles. More number of solute particles are there in solution means such solutions having a higher temperature. Therefore, in this example, AlNO3, Al2NO3 thrice having a higher temperature because of having a more number of ions in the solution. And one more point you can remember, why the cooking is fast in a pressure cooker, because at the higher pressure the solution will start boil at higher temperature in the pressure cooker, hence the cooking time will be reduced in the pressure cooker. So that at higher temperature, at higher pressure inside the pressure cooker, liquid starts boil at higher temperature, hence cooking occurs very fast. Yes, in pressure cooker, if we heat that one, pressure will be more. At a higher pressure inside the pressure cooker, the solution will start boil at higher temperature, hence the cooking will be very fast in the pressure cooker. This is about the elevation of the boiling point. In next class, we will discuss about the remaining part of the solution. Thank you.